Be ready, be ready, be ready, be ready, be ready.
REDDY, resilience in my eyes, education, discipline, determination, and that's why.
Be ready, be ready, be ready, be ready, be ready.
Hey, Ready Pipeline Podcast, man. We back in the building, man. Hey, it's Coach J. I am excited to be back on the Ready Pipeline Podcast. We do it. Warriors wake up, soldiers check in. What mission are we on today? I'm here with my brother, big brother. Hey, tell her what it is.
Already. Mr. Be Ready, stay ready, already. It's me, Ted T. Hey guys, welcome back. It's it. Hey, we having fun. The honeymoon is over. School is in session. Hey, the clothes are not new anymore. The breath stinking and the haircuts are wearing off. The hairdos are wearing off. Hey, it's grind time. What you say earlier? We in what phase of it?
We're in that second phase of the school year, man. You done seen the students, you done seen them over and over again. They started looking like, oh Lord, you started to say, oh Lord, was what's name coming today? You done seen the same teachers, you done seen the principal that stepped in there, you done seen it all.
Yeah.
Well, now what you gonna do?
Yeah, you done had a few staff meetings and now you don't want to stay on those staff meeting days that the staff meeting running too long or so we at that phase. So this is when the real work is happening at this moment. So hey, here we are. So this actually I love the fall. Like the fall time for me, because we get out of that summer transition. In the summer, I'm still uncomfortable because I'm hot and the weather not agreeing. It's just it's just. But when the fall comes, it's cooling down. Things are starting to calm. Like just far as the nature is starting to just kind of calm itself down. And I typically do that myself. I start to calm myself down, and I'm kind of getting in my mode. Like I'm getting my mojo. I got my rhythm. I kind of know what's going on. I know what students doing what, and what I'm saying. I know my people. I know teachers and the parents. I'm like the relationships are there now. Now it's time to. It's sort of time to put things in place. So I love the fall. I know some people they don't. I can't say they don't like it, but a lot of people like the beginning and like the ending, because I think those are the two exciting times of the year, the beginning of the school year and the end of the school year. But I like once I get in between those two, and hey, when I ran football, I like to run in between the tackles. Give me the ball in between the tackles. I want to do that dirty work. I want to get them hard yards. I want to, you know what I'm saying? When I want to do it when it don't look pretty. So it's that time for me. It's that time for me. Yeah.
No, absolutely, man. Even from a advocacy standpoint with parents, working with parents to help represent and kind of step in the fold, build communication systems with parents and teachers and administrators so that everybody's on the same page. This is that time of year where students start to get restless a little bit, and then you start to have the friction between teachers and students and different things to happen and miscommunications. And now I'm getting more calls saying that I need you to help me with this behavior in this academic meeting. Got past the 6 weeks. You're trying to see where's the academic progress. This is a it can be, but things that I definitely want to dig into is everybody's perspective from. Yeah, we cracking up, we breaking up.
We Autobot, we transforming, we
Autobot, breaking up. Yeah. Oh man.
But we're gonna keep it going. Hey,
can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, but hopefully y'all can piece those pieces together if you missed it. But keep on. I don't want to mess up your flow because you was in there.
Man, technology is trying to get me, but that's how it is at this time. Yeah. No, but I was saying though, for every stakeholder that's involved with, from children this is a time of year where it can get testy, it can get volatile. But one of the things that I want to definitely for us to kind of touch on, for us to kind of grapple with is how do you, because you talked about it's the beginning of the year and it's the end of the year that people, they get ready for, they get used to, they get, they really get engaged at the beginning, and then at the end, you're ready to finish it up. But let's talk about that mentality that we need in order to kind of be able to renew ourselves, renew our minds, no matter what angle you are in this game, whatever aspect you are the village, the perspective that we have to have in order to stay strong, consistent, stamina strong, endurance, keep our mind fresh all the way through, because every day counts when you are preparing and building, future generations, man. So I definitely want us to touch on that for a little bit. How do you keep your mind fresh, renewed, even when the first 6, 7, 8 weeks don't went by, report cards don't went out, they done came home to the parents, you trying to say, man, what are you doing? You up there? And then, all of these different things start to happen. Students start to get restless, laying home, what am I doing? How can a strong and renewed or refreshed perspective on what we are doing in this what we call education, what we call schooling?
Well, for me, I have to take care of self first. I have to take care of me first before I can take care of anyone else. And well, they're saying on the airplane, they say, if the plane's going down, and they say that the mask will come down, and in order for you to breathe, you have to put the mask on yourself first, and then you help your neighbor out. And so that's the philosophy that I take. I'm like, man, I got to put this mask on me. I got to take care of me in order for me to take care of anyone else. And when I say anyone else, I'm meaning not only just our students. I'm looking at the students. I'm looking at our parents. I'm looking at the co-workers as well. So for me, getting up in the morning, taking care of me. Every single morning, I get up, I do my devotion, I get to the gym, I'm getting my cardio, getting my resistance training in. And so that's rejuvenating me. Like I get up in the morning. I don't get up in the morning just to go to work. Like sometimes we get up in the morning just to take care of someone, just to, we rushing to go take care of kids at school. We rushing to go do, like, you got to get up and do something for you first, lean on you. If it's meditation, if it's something, but you got to take care of you first. And so I think that's my coffee. People ask me, do you drink coffee? No, I don't drink coffee, but that's my coffee. That's what I do. And I get my fix. And the funny part about it, my students noticed when I hadn't worked out, when my routine is broken, they don't know that the routine was broken, but they know something's off. Like, are you all right, coach? Like, what's going on? And it get kind of funny because they know me just as well as I know them. So that's the first thing. And then the other thing is finding things outside of work, finding things that you can do with your coworkers outside of work. And it don't always have to be happy hour, because everybody don't engage in happy hour. I understand. But you can feast together, you can have, be it go bowling, just having some type of fellowship that you're doing outside of that. And so that brings that camaraderie together, that brings that brother sisterhood together. And it's easy to work with those type of people because it's easy to work with someone you have built a relationship with. And so when we have something that's when we don't agree on something, we're not having this fallout because we know each other, and now we know each other. Like, I know that's not personal, or that you don't mean that in the person. You what you're trying to do is something that you're struggling with. So let's have some dialogue. Let's be able to talk this thing out. And because we have our different philosophies when it comes to education. We have our way of teaching and have our way of doing things, and sometimes we don't see or agree with it with someone else. So those are two things that I really do that's outside of, it's not outside the box. It's just that thing that I do, and it helps me. And I know it helps me because when I don't do it, I'm off. Something, it doesn't, the flow is gone. So those are two things. And it's other things that I do, but those are my two big things that I really make focus on.
Absolutely. No, man, I absolutely agree. And one of the things that I think is extremely important, because a lot of times, in the concept of quote unquote education, we think about how we must put ourselves in these positions. Like you say, when we get in the morning, we want to kind of get our mind in a zone that allows us to be able to take on every challenge, where you already have your mind frame of focus. You've already envisioned positive things happening. You see yourself engage people in positive ways. One of the things that's important, and this is from me working directly with students and doing student development, youth empowerment, the same principles that strengthen a teacher's same as a student's perspective. I think, under helping students understand that before they come to school, these are some exercises, some things that we need to get into from a morning routine perspective as youth. Right, because a lot of times, of course, we've been put in this mind frame that we are just giving students information, we providing their education. But the truth of the matter is, the strength of education happens when a student can lead the education, and we can be the guide of that motion, of that movement. Which the student, it's extremely important for the student to come in with that perspective, that open mind, that have already settled into they're going to be productive, that they already envisioned they're going to be productive, how they're going to learn and grow, how they're going to receive what they're getting to, going to contribute to this core of growing and strength, not only with the teacher, but also classmates, with their peers. They're going to engage action situations, having already taken time in the morning to find a peace that allows them to get into the mind frame, not just rolling out of bed. I talk about this with my sons all the time. And when you work with youth, I talk about this. When you roll out of bed in class and you ain't even woke up yet, it's going to take you an hour and a half to even wake up. That means you done missed a period and a half with minutes for you to get in a bad position. So now you done for your whole day gone, and something may have happened where we lost you for the whole week or two. So it just in those moments. So everything counts. And from a student perspective, I call the student the X factor, because if the student can come in engaged, ready to go, it can set the for the teacher that may not understand how to get to the space that you're talking about. If the student come in ready, let's go get it. I'm ready today. Let's go. Energy right. Making it ready to step up, ready to lead, ready to, ready to engage every assignment, every challenge on the table, got suggestions, got engagement, got ideas, they are participant level. It can set the tone for the teacher. So I look at the student as an X factor to a high performing, even a striving cultural setting on a campus and a district and across wider spaces, if that student understands the power that they have and how to activate it and come in and fully empowered and ready. That's extremely important. Of course, it's the same for the parents. So this whole continuum of everybody setting themselves up to engage every day in a way that's as maximally productive. Hey, it can be something that can sustain through those dead periods, through when you got past the early part of the year and you get into the meat of the year. If everybody understand the vision, and we connecting with that energy, we can flow through where we at October through March, April. We can flow through that period and just finish strong in May, and everybody just collectively, hey, we feeling strong. We feel like we have grown and developed, and hey, we feel like we done earned the summer. We're gonna enjoy it because we have grown as a collaborative group, and that's the way it's supposed to be, man. So my hope, my wish is for us to see in us the same thing that we see is needed for those that we connect to, from students to parents, and be able to share those strategies, those morning routines, those night routines, those words of encouragement, just really be able to engage each other in a way, because everybody going through something on every front, no matter what it looks like, what you come in looking like, it's always something that you can be engaged in. And for us to understand that about each other and build each other up, just like I tell my young warriors, we build each other up, we never tear each other down. We take them principles in, no matter what it is. Man, it can be a powerful situation for what we can do collectively, man. So I think this time of year is even more critical, because hey, everybody and all that done worn off. It's time to, it's time to lead on the strip now.
Yeah. And man, it's and it's happening. I'm seeing it, just looking at different campuses. I'm seeing the engagement. I'm seeing the efforts being put into just the whole camaraderie and just getting the students engaged. Like I'm seeing, like we're intentional, very intentional.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because we lost that year with COVID. We lost almost like a year and a half, actually. We lost that year, and so now you seeing people intentional about being engaged, and when they're intentional about it, you tend to work a little hard. You're not slacking off. You don't have that moment of I'm a rest, or I'm a hold. I'm trying to push through, and so but like I said, this is the beginning of the beginning. Like this is the first part. The first 6 weeks is done, and so like you said, we're at that second phase. And things, now, after October, we have our breaks, and so those are other things that it's going to kind of detour some of the things that and we all know we got to reteach a lot of things when our kids have that week off. And actually, we have to do it when our kids have a weekend off, because they'll come in and forget everything, And so reteaching and not taking those small things for granted, procedures and the routines, and not taking those things for granted, holding them accountable, even when they don't want to be held accountable, but they really want to be held accountable. I always tell you, hey, you'll love me later for it. You'll love me later for it. The same thing I tell the parents. I say, you'll love me later for it. I know, because sometimes our parents are so close to their child that they don't see some of the things, and I have to talk to my parents about, maybe you have 3 kids at home, or maybe you have 4. I say even you got 5. Even if you have 10 kids, I'm saying you have 10 kids at home. It's a different with having a few kids at home, and then you have a classroom full of kids. I say things that now the base principles we may still have, but some things, the approach is a little different, because we dealing with a collective of students, and we're all coming from different homes. We're all coming from different spaces, and so we have to the way that we engage our students. I may have to engage 3 kids the same, and these 4 over here I may have to engage. And so now I've created my superpower is to figure out my students and figure out how do I turn their key on, what lights they fire, what gets them going. And so we at that time of the year. We're at that time of the year where we've learned those things, and now we have that student that's going to come in and maybe hungry, that student that's going to come in sleepy, that student that's going to come in and maybe saw mom and dad going through some things, didn't see mom or dad at all, or whatever it may be. And so we start to learn those things, and we able to engage those students accordingly. And so that's what I love about this time of year, because we got the IEPs, we have the paperwork, the 504, we have all this, and now it's time to work this thing. Now it's time to gel it and put it all together. And teachers, y'all, I'm gonna say it, we some heroes. I'm gonna put it,
for sure,
T on your chest, because we so many things at one time. We do so many things at one time. So don't be so rough on yourself. Like you go get it, you go figure it out. And and one thing about teaching, you will figure it out early if you want to do it for the long haul, or you'll figure it out. And I've been on quite a few campuses, and I see some that figured it out in the first 6 weeks. I'm figuring out the first 3 weeks, and let me go back to corporate, or let me go back to entrepreneurship, or whatever it was that I was doing. Let me go back. I came in as Whitney Houston. I believe the children are our future. Yeah, you came in with that. By the time they got in there, you was singing DMX. Lose my mind up in here. So I get it. I get it. So it's one of them things, like you gonna be all right. You gonna be all right. And that's what we're here for. We're here, to encourage you, to give you, tools, and just let you know, like, you're not the only one in the game, and you have someone you can email, you can reach out to us, whoever, and we love to just sit down and just say, hey, okay, let's try to, give you different strategies, different concepts. You're looking at it's many years of education right here, just between us two, many years of urban education.
Yeah, for sure.
So
for sure, man. Yeah, man. And I think this is a great, and we were just talking about this. This is a great time to engage the community in the work. I think there is strength in numbers, for the lack of a better word, where you're bringing in help, you're bringing in the village to undergird what it is, the adjustment that you have to make. You bringing in other entities, people that have a voice with the families that you're working with, from the even youth sports coaches to advocates to you're bringing in religious institutions, people that have a voice, that have a some type of influence on families within a community setting, being creative in engaging them into the work and into the aims of the campus, in the aims of what you're trying to do, from an individual educator standpoint, but also as an administrator with the overall vision of what you're trying to do, really starting to organize. Because I think that's one of the huge aspects of, from an administrator standpoint, that oftentimes is missed. A lot of principals have a mindset that you're only looking at numbers, you're only looking at the quantitative data, but the other aspect of it that can really maximize effectiveness when you working on the campus, and not just from a campus perspective, but even from a district perspective, is how effective can you organize and coordinate the efforts of the community that is supposed to be the village that raises our children to the highest power and potential. How effectively can you organize and engage the strengths, the assets to empower those people that have some of the cultural competencies that may be missing from teachers that you may have brought in from other demographics, to undergird it and kind of fill those voids. This is a great time to really put those things in place, from programming to, it may be weekly, it may be something that you're doing monthly, it may be something that you're building up to, field trips that allow students to go into various entities or businesses, and they're looking forward to it, but they have to build up to it based on their performance. So all these things can be starting to coordinate the community input and engagement into the mission of the school. This is a great time to really start to organize that now.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey guys, yeah, see, we have a little visitor.
Yeah, we got a little visitor,
cute little visitor.
Starting to wake her eyes, open up. What I'm saying? We had to bring it anyway, even though the young warrior, he said he wanted to be in the mix with it today. Yeah, no, man, I love it, man. This is a great time of year to make adjustments. But at the same time, every day we renewing the mind, renewing our strength, making sure that we take care of ourselves. Our health is our wealth, man, and we want to make sure that we bring in a healthy mind, body, and spirit into classrooms, into campuses, and around our people, around the community. You want to bring that energy to everybody that you're connected to, because that type of synergy that we have between each other can energize us all the way through, man, and really increase or elevate the outcome that we really want for our children, man, and powerfully impact the future generations, where we see ourselves being as powerful as we were created to be, man. So let's go get it, man. Shake it out. Hey, let's go. Push, shake that thing out.
Yeah.
You got to get up in the morning. It's that eerie. I remember it's an eerie feeling on that Sunday evening, ain't it? Like, it started to get dark. You look at that side, it's getting dark, and that means Monday's coming.
Right.
But, let's enjoy. It's a switch they got to be turned on and say, okay, enjoy that process as time. Time is coming. You enjoy that process. It's a way that we got to twist our perspective. And they're like, Coach T, how you do that? I can't. Every time it start getting dark, something jump on me.
Yeah, start howling like a wolf.
So man, you starting to hear all kind of ghosts and goblins. But we got to twist
man.
that perspective, man, and start to love the process that we in, man. So we can really move with strength and favor through this thing, man. Let's go get it, man.
Let's get it. Hey, enjoy the school year. Enjoy October. I know a lot of y'all, well, up north, I know y'all get it's cold.
We got to be chilly.
Yeah. We're in the South, so we just cooling down after this heat wave we done had. So I'm ready to put on a little jacket and put on, just kind of, dress up a little bit. I don't dress up, y'all. I look. This all I wear. That's
dressed up, brother. Hey,
that's dressed up. Yeah,
you in your rhythm, you in your flow, bro.
Right. This
and
is my bow tie.
Get in your rhythm. That's why I tell people, hey man, don't worry about what everybody else. Get into your rhythm. Get into your flow, and let that rhythm, let that flow be what flows into everything you do. So when you're around people, you in your flow, you in your rhythm. Things can't affect you emotionally like that because I'm flowing. I'm
on the flow.
Let's go.
I gotta go tell my mama. Hey, my mama almost messed up my flow when I was young. Going to church, she always tell me, "You can't don't put on them tennis shoes with no suit. You can't go put them penny loafers on." Mama, there ain't no penny in the penny loafer. Put a penny loafer. It's a loafer. There ain't no penny loafer. There's no penny in that. Yeah, I say, as we got older now, everybody wearing shoes, pastors, everybody wearing shoes, tuxedos. I said, look, I was a trendsetter and you messed me up. I could have set the trend 30 years ago. You messing me up. Yeah. So already.
Yeah, man. No, that's real, man. That's real. That's we got to tell you, man. Be you. Yeah, get into your rhythm, your flow, and allow that to be the flow that allows you to grow. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in looking at everybody else and worrying about everybody else's opinions and getting distracted. No, you in your flow.
Your flow. Yeah. As a matter of fact, guys, that's what we go hit you with that one next. We'll hit you with that one.
Let's go. I'm feeling that. I feel a rhythm on that. Let's go.
Right. So I'm gonna put that in our notes. So the next podcast, we're gonna talk about it being in your flow as a educator, being in your flow as a student, and just being in your flow. And you can flow in your flow. I love that. I love that. So I love it. Hey, we're gonna close it out. I don't know how long we've been on today.
Hey, it just feel like the closing point. So let's go.
Yes. Hey, so guys, make sure you get in, find something positive. When you get up in the morning, meditation, prayer, devotion, workout. It don't even have to be a tough workout. Just get out and just walk. Just walk your neighborhood. Put some calming meditation music on and just let the earth do what it do. And let you soak it in and just you got it. I'm gonna say that. You got it. You got it.
Let nature spark that natural genius in us, man. And be ready to dominate through the day, man. Hey, this is phenomenal, brother.
Yes.
Hey, I'm ready for this week. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, I want you to be ready. I want you to stay ready, and I want you to be all ready. It's me, Ted T.
Hey, this been Coach J, man. Pipeline of power. Listen, when warriors wake up, them soldiers check in. Hey, we got to know what mission we are on, man. So let's go get it this week. Let's go. So
ready. We out. Yes, sir.
Be ready.